buy liquor.
Yeah, today we're gonna try some premium stuff.
You don't have to cut in front of me all the time just because you're a bartender.
Oh, you're lucky that I am.
Is this it?
Let's do this.
One too many.
Unleash the rebel in you.
Welcome to Outlaw TV, brought to you by American Oak Barrel from the Drug City Tasting Room in Dundalk, Maryland. This show is about good spirits and why you should drink them, as well as the custom-made barrels made for liquor enthusiasts like yourself from American Oak Barrel here in Maryland. I'm Tom, and to my right is Pam, and to my left is Chris. And today we're going to talk about a whiskey called Angel's Envy. Glad that you could be on the show today. I really appreciate you taking your time to come in here and do this. Pam, you're the cocktail queen, as they say. So what is your idea of a good cocktail?
Well, I like a cocktail with a darker whiskey as a rule because I think the flavors are bolder. I feel like the spirit should be the thing that is most in the forefront in a cocktail. So I like a good dark spirit like bourbon. And for me, a dark spirit compared to a light spirit is like a really good piece of chocolate. And then the light spirit is kind of like the chocolate that you get on sale at Easter.
That's a good analogy. Chocolate and liquor. Very nice. Chris is our resident bartender, and I know, how long have you been in this bartending business?
Oh, on and off for about 13 years.
So what do you got to say about whiskey in general? Why do you like drinking for pleasure?
I typically enjoy a sweeter whiskey. I like to drink something that is a unique experience. Even if you buy a nice bottle of whiskey, those iterations change from year to year. So it's always a new experience, even if you're going with the same product. Last year's Angel's Envy, for example, might taste slightly different from this year's.
I just like to drink in general because it's a lot of fun. And I have a lot of fun with my friends when I do it. So let's talk a little bit about Angel's Envy. Chris, what do you think it is? We haven't really tasted it yet, but I know you've done a little research on it. What's it all about?
Well, the thing that makes Angel's Envy special is this name right here, this guy, Lincoln Henderson. So Lincoln Henderson was born in 1938, got a chemistry degree, and went to work for Brown-Forman, one of the largest distilleries in America. He was behind such products as Gentleman Jack, Woodford Reserve, and this little marvel right here, Angel's Envy. He was always cutting edge, and he said, you mentioned dark colors, he said, what if we take our already amazing whiskey, our small batch whiskey, about 8 to 12 barrels in a batch, and we say, we'll take it one step further. We're gonna give it a port wine finish. Now, Portuguese port wine tends to be sweeter than normal wine. Angel's Envy clocks in at 86 proof, so it's very drinkable. You're not gonna get a lot of burn.
Well, that's a pretty good description of Angel's Envy. Pam, since you're the cocktail person, what kind of cocktail would you make with this stuff? Even though I think it might just be good by itself.
Well, I kind of agree with you that it sounds like it's good all on its own. But if I was going to make a cocktail with this, I would want the bourbon to be the star, and so I would probably make a bourbon Manhattan.
What type of vermouth?
Well, the thing with a vermouth is I want to be able to pick up a glass of that vermouth and be able to drink it. Otherwise, I don't want it in my bourbon.
And that seems like that would go against the flavor, though, but maybe it wouldn't, huh?
No, I think that vermouth is a perfect blend with bourbon.
How about you? You're the cocktail man, too, since you've mixed many of them.
I would emphasize the port sweetness of this one, of this particular bourbon. I would mix in some actual port wine.
That also sounds amazing.
And then you have to, anytime you go sweet on a cocktail, you also have to do acid to balance it. So maybe like a lemon peel, or just like a twist. And then maybe give it some, I wouldn't go like simple syrup. I would get like an herbaceous kind of liqueur, like maybe Saint Germain elderflower. That would bring out some of the
That would work
the
really
nice
well.
flavors in this.
Well, let's give it a shot here, as the phrase goes. I know the color looks very good. As of some bourbons, it's kind of,
Yeah, that finish makes it look almost like copper.
yeah, you can tell that this is going to be a fine
And you can
presentation.
smell that it's different from most bourbons. It's got that extra sweetness that you can actually smell in it.
It's important too, I might add, to let your bourbon rest after pouring it out of the bottle. It'll lose some of its astringency. Let it hit the air for a while. This has been sitting for about 3 minutes while we did the show.
That's good.
Nice vanilla notes.
Oh, that's smooth.
That's a good one.
That is very smooth whiskey. And I can taste that port wine background to it. It kind of
It's
Raisin.
an extra
Yes.
extra layer of sweetness in the background.
That's really very tasty.
By the way, with Angel's Envy, for a woman, the best part of this is the bottle that has those great angel wings on the back. I feel like that make a great lamp.
It's a very elegant presentation. Speaking of which, how about the name, Angel's Envy? You guys familiar with that?
No.
You might have heard of the new highly advertised Devil's Cut.
Right.
So the concept behind Angel's Envy is when bourbon is aged, you lose about 3 to 5% of the actual spirit through the evaporation process.
Really?
During the maturation. So that is known as the Angel's Share. Henderson felt that this whiskey was so good that the angels envy the humans who drink it.
How about
I
that?
like that.
That's good. Well, thank you all for your expertise on Angel's Envy today.
Cheers.
We'll be right back after this message from Derek Noyes from American Oak Barrel.
Thanks, Tom. Tough job you guys have in the tasting room there drinking Angel's Envy. We're going to have to rediscuss our contract here. But we're back at the shop trying to get work done. This is actually our boardroom / man cave at American Oak Barrel. This is our co-founder of AOB. This is Key to King. We call her Key, like a key you put in the door. Hi, Key. Hey, man. American Oak Barrel, a little about us in a nutshell. We've been around since 2012 is when we got established, so that's...
It's 7 years.
Okay, so
Yeah, 7.
she was going to be an accountant before we stole her away to put her in the barrel business. Basically, American Oak Barrel is a small business specializing in craft size oak barrels. They're charred on the inside and they're very attractive to look at, aesthetically pleasing, but they're fully functional. They're built to age alcohol. They're miniature versions of the distillery barrel. So they do the same thing 10 times quicker because the barrel is 100 times smaller.
Oh,
So
like all women say, real cute. They're so cute.
the size matter. That's the real
That's the
question.
big thing.
So we have a couple different sizes available.
6. It all depends on your lifestyle, how it is. You can work them all in there. It starts off with that 1 liter that you can put in that 1/5, goes all the way to a 20 liter. That's when the size really does matter.
That's you might have a drinking problem size there. So aside, a couple ways to use the barrel. You can buy store-bought spirits, take it out of the bottle. Distilled spirits does not age in glass, so it doesn't matter if you have a bottle that your grandfather left your dad and then passed it on to you. It's in the same state as when it left its city of origin when it was bottled.
So wait a minute, that bottle that my grandfather gave me back there when I was born, still, it's no longer aging. That's done.
Not in glass. Take that bottle out, put it in here, and you'd have something.
Okay.
So, but aside from aging your store-bought liquor, we also have outlaw kits. We have our aging barrels that are packaged up with essences where you can create 21 different flavors. And then also,
Don't forget the infusion humidor cigar barrels.
yes, so for cigar aficionados,
You get to smoke your drink.
correct. Most like to smoke a cigar and pair with a bourbon or a scotch, whatever you please. With our infusion humidors, that allows you to infuse the flavor and the aroma of spirit into the cigar. So that's just an overview of some of our products and what we do here. I want to talk about Outlaw TV for a moment. Key and I, as we said, been around doing this for 7 years. We're based in Maryland, and we exhibit primarily in the Mid-Atlantic region. So catch us, and there's thousands over the last 7 years that have caught us, either Virginia or Maryland, Delaware, New Jersey, New York, Myrtle Beach. Going to be venturing out to Sturgis this year. I doubt I'll get to see Mount Rushmore. I think we're going to be busy.
As long as you're not going to be at full throttle, that's the problem.
Yeah, I'm going to try to keep the panties off my head, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a lot of people, though, because we have a large online presence and customer base that don't get the opportunity to meet us. So Outlaw TV was designed to give us a longer reach out, and so you can pretty much see who we are, get more intimate about the product in upcoming episodes. Of course, we're always going to be talking about liquor, doing some bourbon reviews.
Bring Outlaw family members in together, bring them closer.
And open for suggestions. So the crew, Tom and Pam and Chris, if you have some suggestions, maybe there's a bottle of something that you were thinking about, but maybe might not want to come off the money, we'll come off the money for you. We'll put it on the table, crack the seal, and take a taste for you. At least let you know our opinion. Of course, drinking liquor is subjective to the individual that's tasting it, but we have no problem doing that. So we're looking to have some fun here, teach you more about our products and how to use an aging barrel. They're wonderful products to have, even if you don't have a home bar. If you do, it's definitely going to be the keystone on your bar. But if you don't, they look great on a kitchen counter, bookshelf, trunk of your car. We can get you in a program, get your life straightened out. If you have any questions about our products, feel free to call us by phone. Our telephone number here is 941-227-7357.
Which is 941 barrels.
So back to the tasting room now with Tom and the rest of the gang at Drug City.
Well, thank you for joining us on our first episode of Outlaw TV. We'll see you next month, and we would like to remind you to
Unleash the rebel in you.
When I go out, he buys the rounds until I cross the line between little old me and the boy in the bottle. He's the kind of guy who goes all night. Yeah, he comes out swinging, he doesn't know his limit. I've got an evil twin and he's making my decisions. And they say sit down cause you're rocking the boat, but we can't stop here when there's one too many to go.